New Nanos research for CTV News found 1 in 5 Canadians have skipped paying bills to buy groceries in the past year, and those under 55 were 4 times more likely to do so.
What? How is this possible? 1 in 5 Canadians are skipping bills just to buy groceries? That's not just a statistic. That's real people going into debt and paying interest just to afford food. Yes, housing costs and inflation have been brutal, but this is shocking. So this week, I'm going to look at 10 items that might be quietly draining your bank account and keeping you from affording the groceries you need. First up, banking fees. How much are you paying every month just to have a bank hold onto your money? On the Royal Bank website, I saw savings accounts that range from $4 to $30 a month. How much should you be paying? Ideally $0, which is exactly what I pay. Even $4 a month adds up to $48 a year. But if you're paying $16.95 or $30 a month, that's $203 to $360 a year, just for a bank account. The solution? Banks want your business. If your fees are too high, switch banks or call your bank and ask what they can do for you. It's your money. You shouldn't be paying fees on it. Paying interest on credit cards is, simply put, burning money. The average card interest rate is around 20%, so even small balances grow fast. Here's an example. Say you spend $400 eating out over the course of a month. If your minimum payment is $10, that leaves you $390 on your balance. With 20% interest, that $10 payment only reduces your balance by about $3.33. The rest goes to pay interest. And until that balance hits zero, interest keeps piling up, making that $40 meal more expensive over time. Plus, you pay interest on the interest. What's the solution? Pay your credit card in full monthly, or avoid buying things you don't need. And if you are being overburdened by credit card debt, seek help. There are resources out there that can get you back on track.
Is it harder to keep track of how much you're spending when you don't physically see the presidentially decorated paper strips leaving your hands? We're counting on it.
Some credit cards also come with hefty annual fees. While many of these offer bonuses or points that outweigh the cost of the fee, in my experience, a no-fee card is usually the best choice. Many no-fee cards still offer cash back or points and can lead to a few $100s in rewards at the end of the year. For instance, if you were to spend $1,000 a month on a 2% cashback credit card with no fees, you'd get back $240 per year. If you can pay your bills on time, that's some nice free money. Plus, with no fee on it, you don't get dinged a large yearly charge of over $100. The solution? Unless a credit card provides a benefit you really want, avoid signing up for a card that has a yearly fee. Cell phones are a huge part of our lives, but is your latest phone or monthly bill putting you into debt? First, if you're upgrading your phone yearly, it is time to stop. Technology doesn't change that drastically year over year, and these phones are built to last for years. Second, getting a new phone and a plan costs you as well. While you're not paying for it up front, you will be paying for it monthly, and your monthly bill could be way too high. For instance, I have some friends who are paying $125 a month for their cell phone bill, while I have other friends who are paying $45 a month. Going from $125 a month to $45 a month will save you a whopping $960 a year. Nearly $1,000 saved. It's a no-brainer. It's the same data speeds and network coverage for a fraction of the price. My solution? Shop around between different providers and look for special offers. Black Friday, Boxing Day, or older models they are clearing out. You'll save money and still have a great product. Remember when streaming services were cheaper than cable and offered tons of content? Well, those days are gone. Netflix is now $24 a month for their top tier plan. Disney Plus is $17 a month, Crave is $22, and Amazon Prime Video is $13 a month with no ads. Even just a few subscriptions can quickly add up. Add sports services like Sportsnet Plus, TSN Plus, Fubo, or DAZN, and you're paying over $100 a month without local news, weather, or live TV. That's $1,200 a year. What's the solution? Cancel services you are not using. I personally stopped paying for Netflix because I rarely watched it, and they don't offer a yearly discount. If you do want subscriptions, look for annual discounts, bundles, or promotions. For example, Disney Plus, and Crave bundled together cost $28.49 a month. Switching from separate plans will save you about $125 a year. Maybe you're not interested in any of these services, but my overall point for this is pay attention to what you're spending monthly on subscriptions. They can really add up, and it only takes a few clicks to save hundreds of dollars per year. What are some simple ways you save money, either food-related or to lower your monthly expenses? Let me know in the comments below. Many people argue that gym rewards outweigh the costs, and they're right, to a point. Gym memberships are great tools to get in shape, but prices vary wildly, from $20 a month to hundreds of dollars a month, depending on the location and services. If you are going to the gym, do the math. $20 a month is $240 a year, $50 a month is $600, $100 a month is $1,200 a year. Which can you afford? My advice? Find one that fits your budget, and if you stop going, cancel it. Paying month after month and not going is throwing away money. Nowadays, boutique gyms like F45 or Orange Theory take things to another level. They offer group classes and may be effective, but can you afford it? Let's look at F45. 10 classes for $29 sounds cheap, right? But after the trial, memberships jump to $77 a week, which is $280 a month, or $3,360 a year. Orange Theory is $2,700 a year. I can't afford this, and neither can most people. If you have the money and it works for you, go for it. But if you're stretching to pay for groceries, look for gyms or online fitness options that fit your budget. There's even online fitness classes like Apple Fitness Plus or Fitbod that can allow you to work out from home at a fraction of the cost. Extended warranties are one of the easiest ways to waste money. If you trust the product you are purchasing is of high quality, why bet against it?
Defense! Defense!
That's pretty dumb, but,
Extended warranty? How can I lose?
perfect.
For example, a 50-inch flat-screen TV costs $600 at Best Buy. It has a rating of 4.7 out of 5, and it is a well-known brand. When you go to purchase, Best Buy offers you an optional 2-year extended warranty of $105. What does it cover? In short, very little. It might cover pixel burnout or blown speaker components, but there's nothing for a flood, theft, or accidental damage. And your new TV already comes with a 1-year warranty on parts and labor. You're paying roughly 20% of the TV's price for 2 years of coverage on a product that will likely be outdated by that time. The solution? Skip extended warranties, especially on electronics or low-cost items. Save your money for things that actually matter. Most people know the term loan shark. It's someone who lends money at extremely high interest, usually illegally. Good news though, it doesn't have to be illegal. You can get a super high interest loan from places like Money Mart, Cash Money, and many more. Remember the credit card interest I talked about earlier? Well, 20% interest rates seem quite quaint compared to the 365% interest rates that Money Mart and Cash Money charge. In fact, this is the maximum interest rate allowed by law in Canada. These loans have such high interest rates they're almost impossible to pay off. The lenders advertise that they are a great way to immediately pay off an unexpected expense. Well, good luck, because next month your interest payment on a $500 loan will be $70. Let's say you were able to pay that. Well, the next month it will be $70 again. If you only had $100 extra per month to spare, your total balance would decline by the following. Month 1, it would be $30. It would continue for the next 9 months until you finally had a $0 balance. $500 cost you $915.96. So what is the solution? Avoid these places like the plague. Have a yard sale, borrow from a friend or relative, pick up some extra shifts at work, anything you can to avoid getting a payday loan. Driving to work is essential for many. But are you driving to work or working to drive? Owning a car is expensive. Between gas, insurance, maintenance, and parking, you might spend around $300 a month, or $3,600 per year. If you're also making car payments and using taxis or an Uber, costs can jump to $650 a month or $7,800 a year. My advice? If you're working at a minimum wage job, a car might not be affordable. Transit is the better option. The most expensive monthly transit pass in Canada is $150, which would cost you about $1,800 a year, saving you $6,000 per year over a car. Even if you needed to take a regional transit train, it would still only cost $3,600 per year, saving you $4,200 per year. For unavoidable transit costs, find ways to minimize them. Buy a used car instead of new, carpool, or bike to work. Small changes here can save you thousands of dollars each and every year. Once you get to work, lunch might be your favorite treat, but it can get expensive fast.
You're still trying to get that free sub?
Hey, I have spent a lot of time and I have eaten a lot of crap to get to where I am today, and I am not throwing it all away now.
Nowadays, eating out at lunch costs between $15 to $20. If you brought a lunch from home, it would be likely less than $5. If we do some quick math, $20 a day eating out per week is $100, or $5,200 per year. What if you eat out only once a week and bring your lunch 4 times? Well, that's $20 plus another $20 for the other 4 meals, so $40 a week, or $2,080 per year. That's a savings of almost $3,200 per year, and you're still able to go out for lunch once a week. The solution? Bring your lunch as much as possible. It saves money and is usually healthier too. There you have it. 10 money-saving tips to help you avoid going into debt just to buy groceries. These small changes add up faster than you think. The running total savings? On the low end, I'd say $2,500 per year. But on the high end, over $10,000. Saving money isn't about being cheap. It's about taking control and reducing stress. Every choice matters. Avoiding unnecessary fees, paying off credit cards, cutting down on subscriptions, even packing your lunch. Real, meaningful savings that can literally change your life for the better. Please subscribe and share my channel. I've got new weekly videos planned that will help you reduce your food bill and your stress. This has been the Price Check Expert. Thanks for watching.